Hey everyone, this is Barkington Shockwave. Today I'm doing a commentary matchup between Super Quantum versus Kaiju. Super Quantum, a new archetype, introduced himself in the Wing Raiders set that's coming out this week. I thought this was a good time to show you guys what it can do, just because that they resemble a lot like Power Rangers, which was a huge part of my childhood. But back to the matchup. Playing Kaiju is another member of the team. You guys know him as Jeff Nguyen. He's was playing Kaiju Graydle for a bit, and I thought this is a great matchup between Super Quantum and Kaiju just because of the whole Megazord and fighting the big bad monsters. So as you can see here, I did play the Terraform to add my Mega Ship, a new support for the Super Quantum that I'll explain a little more later on. But I did follow up with the E-Tele, special summon my only target, the Blue Ranger. She's basically the Striders of the deck, allowing me to add 80 Quantum card from my deck to my hand. And yes, I did say the Blue Rangers. I've been in and out with calling them by layers or pilots in the American translation right now, but I feel more comfortable with Rangers because it's just more easier to call them like that. So I played my 1-for-1 special summon, my Super Quantum Alpha. This is the Alpha 5 of the deck. Even though Alpha 5 was a robot, this must be something to do with the Japanese version of the Power Ranger. But nonetheless, this is a great card to play just because you're able to use the effect to tribute itself, reveal 3 different Power Rangers to your opponents. Your opponents choose one of them randomly, and then that one they choose will be special summoned while the other is sent to the graveyard, leading you to use the summon effect of the one that was summoned, as well as the graveyard effect that was sent to the grave. Now, as you can see here, I have 2 Blue Ranger and 1 Green Ranger with Chicken Game. This is a turbo kind of build where I'm getting out my Magnus as soon as possible. And obviously I am playing the Upstart as well with 1 day piece, help keep thinning out my deck, getting the key cards I need. And fortunate enough, I did draw what I need, and so I'm sacrificing one of my Blue Ranger for the Red Ranger. When summoned, I'm able to add 1 of the Quantum card from my graveyard to my hand. When sent to the graveyard, I'm able to special summon 1 Quantum monster from my graveyard, but you cannot activate that monster effect while it's faced up. So now I have all my Rangers that I needed on my board, so I'm going to activate the Mega Ship by replacing the Chicken Game I already have in the field, which I thought is a great combination to use when playing Chicken Game, because you're just going to give yourself the draw power and not restrict yourself from the condition of the Chicken Game. To save me some time, I actually discard all 3 cards in my hand so I can exceed summon all 3 of my pilots on the field to their proper Megazord. But when I sent my Blue Ranger to the grave, when I discarded with the Mega Ship's effect, I did activate her effect from the grave to shuffle 2 of the Alpha that was in the grave back to the deck. With all 3 Mega Beasts on my side of the field, I'm able to send the field card to the grave so I can special summon my Mega Overlord Great Magnus. This is basically the Quillfort Tower of the deck. This has great potential to just become your win condition. But unfortunately, Jeff did have the answer to overcome my Great Magnus by trimming it for his Kaiju monster. Now, since my Great Magnus did send to the graveyard, I'm able to special summon all 3 of my Mega Beasts back to the field. But then again, Jeff had another answer for that by playing his Kaiju spell card, destroying all monsters on the field as possible, and special summon 1 Kaiju monster for each side of the field, which give Jeff a really good field advantage as of now, since I don't have anything left on my side of the field as well as my hand to overcome whatever he has in plan. So he is playing the Graydle spell card that allows you to pop 1 of your Graydle cards to destroy another card on your opponent's side of the field. So it's like a mini Scrap Dragon in a way. And of course, he's going to store the Kaiju monster he just gave me. From there, I did top deck a Soul Charge, but it won't help much since he did have the Kaiju monster that can negate anything. So now we're going to go to game 2. From here, I'm going to play my Terraform to look for my Chicken Game, because I do have a lot of draw power as of now to hopefully get what I need at the end of my turn. So contemplating what to do from this point, I often keep thinking like how will I thin out my deck is by playing chicken game or upstart going first, or play cards like E-Telly that will get my Blue Ranger out, and then search out for the a card that can help fit my situation here. So I did that. So keep thinning out my deck to hopefully get what I need at the end. So hopefully Alphen can really special summon hopefully the Red Rangers, because that's what I need the most out of all, because he's very hard to bring out if you're not gonna have green already in your hand to special summon to the field. So unfortunately, he did pick out the Green Ranger, which I can't really use his effect to special summon anything, but I can special summon my Blue Ranger from the grave thanks to Red's effect. This way I can have a little more easier to exceed into my Grand Pulse. So I'm activating my Upstart Goblin again, hopefully getting what I need. Not really looking good, especially not finding a way to bring out my Red Ranger out to the field, and I think only one card in my whole deck can do that, and that's Soul Charge. But again, I'm have a hard time fishing for it. But Reasoning did bring me Summoner Monk, which could help me bring out the Star Jar, and if I'm able to get another Star Jar, I can actually exceed into a rank 5 play instead of trying to get out my Red Ranger. Jeff is kind of on to my plan here, so he kept on calling 5 with my reasonings. But before I activate my second reasoning, I am using the Summon Monk's effect to special summon a Star Drawing, and hopefully Reasoning can special summon another Star Drawing from my deck. But unfortunately, I special summon another Alphans, which really doesn't help me out when to bring out a Magnet Liger to the field. So as of now, I use Alphen's first effect to copy the Green Ranger's level, so he become a level 4. At this point, I can do 2 rank 4 summons if I really need to. So I'm gonna obviously use the first rank 4 summon to bring out my Arrow Burrows, but I'm still contemplating what to do in the second rank 4 play, so and what monster to use. So I'm just gonna use the Star Drawing and Green Ranger together so I can draw a card and hopefully draw what I need. But again, I didn't draw the Soul Charge. Again, I'm still deciding what to do with my second rank 4 play. I was debating on using to bring out my 101 to play more defensively, or I can bring out my the Gusto Emerald. This way I can draw one more time and hopefully get that Soul Charge what I really needed for my first turn play. So I am gonna play the Gusto Emerald, but first I am gonna use Grand Pulse effect, destroy my chicken game. This way I have 3 monsters in my graveyard, as well as destroying the chicken game so my opponent did not draw extra on his next turn. So I returned the 2 Alphen as well as 1 Blue Ranger to the deck so I can draw my 1 card, hopefully getting what I need. But unfortunately, again, I did not. But I did draw into my Mega Oversword, which will be a big help later on. So Jeff's turn. He's debating what to do from here. He's gonna summon his Eagle to destroy my Emerald and set a bunch of back roll down and end his turn, which during the end phase I activated Grand Pulse effect to destroy one of the back rolls, but unfortunately enough, it was the Kaiju capture, which allows Jeff to draw 2 more cards, and it was a huge disadvantage on my part. Now on my turn, I summoned that Alphen that I drew earlier last turn, used his effect to try to special summon red, but unfortunately he chose green again, which I can't really activate the effect since I don't have any Quantum Monster in my hand. But he chose the Green Ranger again, so from here I'm going to activate all 3's effect, 1 from the field and 2 in the graveyard. So I'm using Red's effect to special summon the Blue Ranger, and I'm going to use the Blue Ranger's effect to return 3 of my Quantum card back to the deck. This way I can reuse their effects again if I really want to, or search out for them again, as well as keeping my E-Telly alive. And now I'm going to use the Green Ranger's effect to special summon my Alphen to the field. This is the one mistake I made in that leaving it in attack mode. I should have just special summoned in defense mode, but I got too carried away in trying to pull off a combo. So I'm trying to activate my Alphen's first effect to copy a level of the Blue Ranger, but upon response of that effect, Jeff is going to activate his Phoenix Chain on my Alphens. From there, I'm going to use Grand Pulse effect to get the Blue Ranger and add it as a material on my side of the field. This way I can reuse the Grand Pulse effect again to destroy one of the other 2 back rows he has. This way I can actually have more clear sailing to actually bring out the big guns out when I needed to. I decided not to attack the Graydle Eagle because it would just give him free range to take control of any of my monster, and the most likely card he was going to take over was the Arrow Barrels. But unfortunately, he did have the Kaiju to tribute over, so I can't respond to my quick effect to Book of Moon any of my monsters, especially my Alphon, which is basically defenseless at this point. So he's going to enter his battle phase using his Graydle Eagle to attack my Green Ranger. He's going to suffer just 100 damage, but he's going to use Graydle Eagle's effect to take control of his Kaiju that he just gave me. And now he's going to do 1 massive damage of 3300 to myself, just because I left that Alphen undefended. So now, I started my turn playing the E-Tele, which I really needed because E-Tele would actually help me get my Blue Ranger and then search out for my Red Ranger afterwards. From there, I'm gonna use the Grand Pulse effect again, this time absorbing the Blue Ranger's effect so I can pop Jeff last back row so I can actually go in for the big guns at this point. So from there, I destroy his Bomb Trapple, which it was a great move on my part. So now I can just go off without any worries, since I know he doesn't play any Effect Velar or Maxis. So I'm going to tribute summon my Green Ranger for the Red Ranger, activate his effect to search out for any Quantum card and add it to my hand. But first, I am going to activate the Green Ranger's effect first so I can discard and then draw a card and then add that same Quantum Mecha Carrier back to my hand. So now I special summon my Magna Liger, destroying his Kaiju, and now by sending the field card to the grave, I can use the 2 Mega Beasts as well as the 1 Mega Beast in my grave to form the Great Magnus. Now I can finally activate my Mecha Oversword, which allows my Megazord to attack 3 times, almost giving him the OTK with the help of my Green Ranger giving the final blow. Now we're in game 3. Jeff is going to start his first turn by sending 3 back rows and 1 face down. Pretty good chance that face down is a Graydle monster, so I'm trying to work my way around his back rows. Hopefully he doesn't stop any of my crucial plays to bringing out my Grand Pulse, because with it on the field I can be able to maybe potentially stop key trap cards that might stop my big plays. So from here, I'm going to play my E-Tele to bring out my Blue Ranger and get out the some cards that actually can bring out my Grand Pulse. And this way, I can maybe be more confident in getting over the rest of the Mega Beasts. So I'm going to activate the effect to destroy one of the back rows, and hopefully it's not the Kaiju capture because I don't really want to give him the extra 2 cards, but lucky enough is just the Graydle Parasite. So now I'm going to summon my Green Ranger to special summon my Red Ranger, something that this doesn't really happen very often. I had to do this in various means, but I'm now able to use Red Ranger's effect to search for a a Super Quantum card from my graveyard to my hand, thus allowing me to have more discard fodder for my Mega Ship's effect. So I play 1 for 1 to special summon my Alphen again to use the effect to bring more board presence to the field. So he again choose the Green Ranger of 3rd time in a row so far, but that doesn't matter since I'm going to use Red Ranger's effect to special summon the Blue Ranger from the grave. This way I can use Grand Pulse effect to absorb it as the material, and this way I can add more cards for the Great Magnets when I bring them out. So Obviously, I'm gonna bring out the 2 Green Rangers for the Ouroboros, and then use the Mecha Pilot field spell effect to get out my Magna Liger, and this way I have 7 materials onto my Great Magnus. I was debating on what to do from here. Should I just attack and just maybe get rid of one of the back rows, or just remove the monster he has face down so I can do more damage, since I shouldn't be worried about any of his back rows since it is unaffected by anything. But he did have the Graydle Parasite and special summoned his Graydle Slime, just because that he looked like he's about to set up something, since you really do want Graydle Slime in your graveyard. But it didn't seem like Jeff had any answer to get over my Mega Overlord. Even though he does have the Kaiju in his hand, he wouldn't have anything to stop his Kaiju that he gave me, or the Mega Beast that would return back to the field. So that's pretty much my time with this video. If you guys want to see a deck profile of the Super Quantum, please let me know by liking and commenting, and I'll get you those deck profile as soon as possible. This is Parker Team Shockwave, signing out.